setup there.
Oh yeah, this is my bedroom.
Nice. Is that IKEA bed frame?
No, it's I think it was Amazon actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Taking that.
because
Are you moving in a couple of days?
I just woke up because this morning the rental manager from the place I applied to,
Yeah.
she called me like at 9:30 in the morning. Like, who does this? And then I had to pretend like it was.
Who calls me during regular business hours?
Oh my god!
Jeez, a little decorum.
Come on.
So what happened? Did you get it?
Oh, wait, wait, hold on. Hey. Okay, look, yours looks fine.
It's because you still have the like your stuff in the back, I guess. There's too much noise.
No,
the bed frame, the
No. Watch this.
Oh, you're gonna do a green screen on yourself.
I'm gonna do this. Wait. I did last week. See myself.
Look, I'm looking at you. Hey.
Oh,
there it is.
Does it look better?
You look like you're like Predator. You're blending into the background.
Why does it look that? Oh, it looks all right.
It's fine. It's fine.
I should have how do I get like just a white wall, you know?
I'm sure you could do that. There's got to be an.
Am I on the right side?
Yeah, you're on the right
screen
side. Yes.
So I'm looking at you.
Yeah, and I'm looking at you now.
I'm tickling you.
Hey. Stop it.
Yeah, I know. So she woke me up in the morning and then she's like, oh yeah, sorry. Because I applied like last week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was waiting because I'm like, do I have this place? Because I have to move out by
next 2 weeks.
Because today's July 19th. I have to leave by July 31st. And I booked everything. Like booked the elevator. I got a Q van.
Yeah. Do you have a place though?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say yes. She told me I've been approved and I have a new place.
No. I have no place. No, but so she's like, okay, they're just going through it. Like I guess her bosses or whatever. Okay. So they're gonna go through it because like it's kind of tough because like I don't have like a job, right?
Right. So it's like you if you're in sales, like you're on commission. Like there's no steady stream of income kind of thing.
Yeah. So she's like, do you have any other documents that you can show that show that you have like money coming? And then I'm like,
you should just write on a piece of paper, documents, money to come.
I'm like, well, I have a lot of gigs coming up in August. I don't know what to tell you. But
have you ever heard of Absolute Comedy? Have you heard?
I'm there next week.
Boom, money right there.
Yeah, so if you guys are listening, I'm at Absolute Comedy Toronto all week next week.
There you go.
And no one of them we're gonna be in Ottawa Absolute mid-August.
Nice.
Yeah.
You taking the train or are you gonna go up with another comic and drive?
I don't know. I was thinking about taking the train because it's like very relaxing to Ottawa, but I might get to take the lovely Ottawa subway, which I loved. Very fun. It reminded me of like a Wonderland, like Wonderland kid ride. It's like a slow train. You know, like 20 people on it.
You don't get any motion sickness.
It's so slow, and the views are breathtaking.
Wow.
Impeccable. Impeccable.
I guess incredible. Maybe.
You know what? A few weeks ago, I said something like, "Hey, Kevin, let me peel the curtain back" or something. I was listening to it, and I'm like, "No, it's you pull the curtain back.
You peel an onion. You know."
Oh, Kev. Kev,
It's a new way of saying things.
I know you people not in the business.
Mm,
You guys don't know my lingo.
it's a new Hollywood term.
It's peel the curtain.
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't get it.
What was I talking about? I forget.
Oh, you're talking about the slow train.
Oh, Soul Train. Yes. So I loved it. It was Oh, look at this. Ooh. Did it change for you?
Yes. Now we are on a ski lift. I just don't know. There's so much room, but the bed we're so like we're overlapping here.
The bed is in your way. It's supposed to be for more people. That's why. So I'm hoping when Crystal jumps in, she'll be like, "Whoa!"
I should have brought a jacket. Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
I should have brought a jacket. For those of you who are listening, we are on a ski lift in Aspen, and we have no jackets.
Let me try this one. Hello. I feel like we're in class.
Yeah. This is pretty much how high school went for Ernie and myself, sitting beside each other and
just tickling each other,
not paying attention. Not paying. Stop.
No, I'm on the other side.
On the other side. You're on the other side. Hey, stop,
I don't know who's tickling on that side. It's Blengy or something. Blengy.
Oh man, yo, it is blazing hot outside. I can't.
Have you been outside? I have not been.
Yeah, it is great. It's humid. I think there is a heat warning, but it is crazy hot.
I haven't been outside yet. I woke up because annoyed about that phone call, and then I thought it was like good news. I thought she's like, "Yes, you're in."
But it's not bad news though.
It's not bad news. She just said, "Do you have any other supporting documents?" I'm like, "I gave you my bank account."
What else could you possibly?
I know. That's why I was like, I don't know what else I can show you. You know, like if I have a check or something,
yeah,
I'll just cash it, and you have my bank information. Oh, you know what the best part is? They have to. I don't know. I guess this is normal. They ask for your last like 3 months of banking information, or
just like a statement of like your transactions and stuff.
Yeah.
And your balance as well.
Yeah, it shows everything. Just so it shows that you have some money to pay.
Right.
For rent.
Right.
So I sent like 3. So I went to CIBC and then I gave them like 3 months of documentation, and then like I remember the last night or the night before I went, I spent like $20 at Osmos, shawarma, and then I want them to be like, what the fuck, this guy, 1:30 in the morning buying Osmos shawarma. We can't have this guy eating. We can't have this guy eating shawarmas in our condos.
You need better life choices, Ernie. Better life choices.
Disgusting.
This guy spent
$80 in Dollarama. How do you spend $80?
Yeah, you just say that. Hey, everyone's got to start somewhere.
Come on, I'm a normal Canadian man.
You think they actually look at that though, like your spending habits?
It's a lot of. There's a lot of papers.
I guess if you're on the other end, though, if you're somebody who's renting that out, you kind of want to make sure that the person that's going in there can actually pay you.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if they'll take that in consideration, but the Osmos and all the transactions. You know what I mean?
That's hungry, guys.
This guy went to country style. Where is that even? Is that even around still?
Last night, I don't know what it was. I think I usually just eat once a day, but I woke up like at 2:00 in the morning yesterday, and I was just hungry. I ate like 2 bowls of Captain Crunch.
What?
Yeah, I was that hungry. Like my stomach was like, it's like growling, but like you feel the pain of the hunger. I'm like, holy shit, maybe I guess I am hungry, or I have a tapeworm or something.
Why? What happened? Like, did you have dinner?
No, I had lunch. I usually have like a late lunch, and that's pretty much all I have for the day.
And you're good for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
So when you get home, you don't eat?
For the most part, it's like snacks, not like a full meal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, depending. If I have a early lunch, like when normal people have theirs, I try to have mine around 2-3 o'clock. That way, I'm good.
That's pretty weird. Especially because you have like kids and stuff in the house, you know.
Well, it's just because I get home so late, right? The last thing I want to do is take more time to make a meal or eat. You know, I only have a certain amount of time with the kids left, so I'll starve just to hang out with the.
You're a
with
good
them and
man.
Caitlin.
You're a good dad.
Oh, thanks.
No, 'cause it's hard for me to like fast and stuff in my parents' house or like even at my sister's house because there's like food, all this, like, you know what I mean.
I
There's food
would
everywhere.
imagine if I had food that was already made and stuff like that, I would probably do it. It just I don't really feel that hungry. Even Caitlin makes food when for them when I get home. I could eat it, but I ate so late that I'm just not hungry anymore.
No, because even when I go to like my mom's house, there's so much food,
Oh,
and
good stuff.
I remember like when I lived there with my parents in Brampton,
Mhm.
there'd be so much food because like there'd be so much like leftovers that I'm like I feel obligated to be like, you know, they're like my mom's like, oh, this food it's from 2 days ago, the Popeyes. Can you get rid of it? I'm like, I'll take care of it.
2 day-old Popeyes is so good.
And I don't care how many days it is.
Do you heat up the chicken or do you eat it like Uncle Jesse, straight out of the fridge?
It depends on how cold it is. I'll
Yeah.
warm it up a bit. Not super cold.
You'll
you
never
know?
eat it straight out of the fridge.
No.
Pizza, same thing.
Yeah, but if it's like been sitting outside, let's say you have a party,
Yeah.
and it's been sitting outside the whole night, and you wake up all drunk, like, ugh, I'm eating that pizza and that chicken.
Yeah.
Especially if we go to the cottage.
Yeah. No,
Like if we're at the cottage, and you're like, well, what's there to eat? And they're like, oh, it's that pizza we had last night.
sanitary and hygienic purposes go out the window when you're drunk at a camping. It's all out the window.
I could be sober.
It could
I
be
don't care.
rained. It could have been rained on, and you still
Mhm.
eat it.
Yeah, I don't care, man. Well, this is good. Welcome to BFF episode number 45. I am Ernie Vicente, as always, with my BFF Kevin Maris to my right here.
This way, yes.
I'm touching you. Yeah.
Hey,
Sorry.
what's going on? What's going on here?
This
Hey,
is
I got a lot of feedback, but last week.
very emotional episode last week.
Yeah.
I was watching it.
Is he the real deal? I was like, he seems like it. He's just got a genuine kind of nice nature about him. You just kind of feel like you could talk to him for a long time. But yeah, a lot of people were really interested, and people that you wouldn't think pay attention were asking these questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Last week we had Jim Hunt, the spiritual life coach, psychic medium who sees spirits and talks to spirits, and a lot of feedback. I'd say like way more positive than well, no, I won't say I got negative, but I'm just saying like some people were skeptical about about whether or not like spirits exist,
which is understandable.
Like yeah.
I mean,
because for the longest time I thought the same thing. I thought like, when we go, we have to go to heaven or hell. And from what he was saying, it like actually kind of made sense. I'm like, oh my God, we are in hell. This is hell.
It kind of reminded me of like what he said. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie. It's a Robin Williams movie. It's called What Dreams May Come.
Yes, I realize.
It's a really good movie if you haven't watched it. But when he mentioned that, you asked, will you recognize the people that have passed away when you pass away, wherever it is that you go to? And when he said, yeah, in time, because that's what happened in that movie where, the people that he encountered were these old friends of his, but they ended up being his kids. And it was revealed to him.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't remember this.
Ready. Yeah. It's a really good movie. If you haven't checked it out, you should definitely check out What Dreams May Come. What, not wet. What Dreams May
Whoa.
Come. Yeah. What Dreams May Come is a totally different genre. Different genre.
Yeah, you spell come different. Anyways, you know what's weird? A lot of feedback was from like my aunts, like my dad's sisters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. But I was like, oh man, I totally forgot. Like because we did this preamble like we're doing like what we're doing right now, and then we talked about stuff after, and then like, oh wait, I wonder if they watched that part, you know. And then like, I think I was talking about acid and stuff. Eee.
But they probably
Eee.
thought you were joking. Oh no.
Yeah. That's right.
Ernie would never do acid.
That's right. This is all a joke.
No.
This is all a joke.
It's all it's not real. It's
no,
not
look,
real.
see, we're not even in this kitchen
Exactly.
right now. You know.
Exactly. No, but Caitlin was like, why didn't you ask about like, if you have I just like if I had a spiritual angel or a guardian angel or whatever it was, or any questions that I had, I just didn't want to kind of take away from a moment that was actually pretty special for you. You'd be like,
No.
hey dad, or hey Jim, where's my dad? And then he tells you, and then I'm like, hey Jim, do I have a
Hey Jim, am I special? I'm Kevin. No, Kevin.
I could have talked about that stuff for hours though, man. It's again, I'm kind of on the fence about, do I really believe it or not? Not 100% sure, but it interests the F out of me.
I think so after that, I think when I met him like 10 years ago or whatever, 9 years.
Yeah.
So I was like on YouTube and stuff. I was like researching, and then like all these people are pretty much saying like the same thing.
Yeah.
About how like we're all like vibrations, you know. You know what I mean? So like vibrations can never be like killed. We will never die.
What did you show your mom?
Yeah, I showed my mom like right after. Like we taped it last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I gotta show you this video. So I couldn't even finish like editing it. So I just showed her like the raw thing, and then I showed her like at my sister's house with like my sister and my mom, and then my sister was like in tears because I just fast forwarded the parts where
yeah,
but like, cause it's pretty much like just the beginning and the ending, like we talked about like my dad, and then my mom was still like, it's like, oh, okay, but she's
that's nice.
That's nice. Yeah. He's a nice man. But she's very, very Catholic because remember, I don't know if we talked about this last week, but like Catholics, we believe that after you die, your spirit like roams the earth for 40 days, and then after 40 days, you get into heaven. Right, I think that's how it goes, right?
I haven't brushed up. I haven't been a practicing one in a long time, but I think you're along the same lines.
So yeah, something like that.
40 days though. What would you do in those 40 days? I would probably go to Wonderland.
Wonderland for sure.
Yeah, go every ride. Where else would I go?
Zanzibar.
Yo, I'm not even kidding you, Ernst. That was in my head. I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that one. I think we are the soulmates that Jim was talking about.
No, Zanzibar they have nice appetizers.
Did they really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, Kev. I've never been.
Well, a long time ago, a friend of ours got a chicken souvlaki at a strip club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In Montreal?
No, I think it was local.
It was here? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have a bit about that. Ordering food at a strip club.
Yeah, it's probably apparently it's really good.
Okay, I'll try it out next time I go. If I ever go.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Wink,
Anyways, Kevin, we have our second guest coming on the pod today. She's my very good friend, Crystal Ferrier. And have you met her?
I haven't met her, no.
Okay, because we pretty much started around the same time. When I was starting, she was already around. So I don't know. I'm gonna ask her. I don't know exactly when she started.
Okay.
But I believe it's the same year. And so last night she was on a show called Roast Battle Canada.
I seen some of that. It's pretty intense.
Yeah. So she faced off against my other good friend, Big Norm. Filipino comedian and entertainer.
Yeah, he's pretty big, right? He's pretty big Norm.
Yeah, he's the biggest. He's big Norm, but there's a bigger Norm. And there's a biggest Norm. He's the smallest. He's the smallest big Norm of the norms.
The littlest big Norm.
The littlest big Norm.
Ah.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. And then she had like this party last night, like a viewing party, and it was like kind of down the street. It was like near.
I saw it on your story.
Yeah. She had this. It was like a bar like by the airport, and then so we had a viewing party there. So she actually messaged me right now. She's like, "Oh, what time is the thing?" Because I think I even told you 5 o'clock.
But the meeting called for 5, just so that we could do our preamble and then give some time before Crystal comes on.
Oh, okay.
5:15, I think it was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I took a nap right at 3:00 p.m. and I set my alarm for 4:30 just so I can get ready. So then I woke up at 4:30. I'm like, wait a minute, the Zoom meeting is at 5:30. I'm like, I can sleep another hour.
Oh no, my friend.
And I was like, oh wait, no, I gotta set up the camera stuff. So,
is she in the lobby?
No, I told her to come on in 5 minutes.
Oh, so. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know if I could ever survive on one of those roast battle things. 1, because I cannot do it, but 2, the jabs would cut so deep. I don't know if you ever watched The Office. You remember when they roasted Michael Scott? It's supposed to be like a fun thing at first, and then all of a sudden, like all the jokes got too personal.
He got mad. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We have these we have these weird requests as comedians, because like one time I think it was the wife of this guy who's celebrating his birthday. It was like in Scarborough.
Mm-hmm.
And then they hired me, like my old roommate Paul. Remember Paul Thompson?
Paul Thompson, yeah.
Scarborough doctor.
Yes, best bit. Yeah,
so it was me, him, and there's a third guy. I forgot who it was. This is like 4 years ago. So they booked us to perform at this birthday party, her husband's birthday party, and just make fun of him.
Just a roast.
And then we get there, and like I was like, because here's the thing. So I've never met them. So we get there, and like there's a huge party. There's like kids. and then they go they had like special guests, whatever. So they had other roasters there, like him, like his personal friends. So it was kind of good because they know him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we had no idea. So she just gave us like a rough biography of what he does and stuff. And then so these guys are going up, and there's kids talking. Like, oh, Uncle Steve or whatever. Uncle Steve is the best. He like coaches our basketball team. And then one time at practice, he did this, and then I was like, "Oh my god!"
Anyway, Steve, I heard you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. So I got up there like, "Oh, Steve, this loser, couldn't play in the NBA, huh?
Got to coach the little kids, huh?"
It was so awkward.
But I mean, I remember even that wedding that we did for our friends Jack and Marlene. You used a little bit of crowd work and kind of, it's not roasting, somewhat roasting.
Oh yeah.
And they got really upset.
Yeah.
You could tell that they were visibly upset, which shook us because that was at the beginning of the night. We had just started. And so at that point, we're like, I don't even know. Should we even perform the song that we were going to sing?
After I didn't want to perform it.
Yeah, I was that's why.
This crowd hates me. You're fine.
You called his wife. We were like, I was fine. Yes, it was mainly you, but we are extensions of each other while we're up there. And so I was just like, I got shook. I was just like, I could never be a comedian. The heckling, I don't know how people handle that stuff.
No, but this was like 2011, I believe. So I'm like very new
Right.
into stand up. So this is like more than like 11 years ago. And then so I didn't know how to handle that either. So I handled that wrong.
How did you handle it? I can't even remember how you handled it. I thought you just continued on with.
I think he was kind of heckling, right?
He was.
Like it wasn't like we were picking on him.
No. Well, I think he said something about his wife.
No, but I think we said something about his wife after.
Barbie or something like that. Did we say something?
Yeah, we called her Barbie.
Barbie, yeah.
And Ken. We called them Barbie and Ken.
I mean, that's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
It should be a compliment.
Yeah.
You don't get as American, good looking as Barbie and Ken.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I'd love to be called Ken.
Yeah.
What's that song?
Sorry.
Oh no, it's their phone. Ernie's Zoom meeting. It's starting.
You have it hooked up to your phone?
Yeah, I have the Zoom app. Oh, Crystal's here. Wait, hold on.
Round of applause. Get ready, folks. Get ready.
Oh wait, hold on. I have to fix this.
Oh, we're gonna have to go away from the cafeteria.
Yeah. We're leaving the cafeteria right now. Guess my guest is
back to homeroom.
Now we're gonna go. Let's go here. This guy looks so stupid.
Oh my. You look like you have a birthmark. Are you
Hello.
okay? Hi. How are you?
Whoa, hey, Crystal.
Wow. Your black face is not all the way off. Should I be in this meeting or?
Can you see?
I see like your black face is like just a little bit on the side.
Black face.
Oh no, Ernst.
You haven't taken it all off. I don't think I was supposed to see this.
It's Ash Wednesday.
The priest is drunk. He put it on the side. It's what happened?
Oh, here we go. I fixed it. Look at this. That's nice.
Better one.
No. I don't like this one either. This is Halloween.
I see. There we go.
Can you see it, Crystal? We're on the wall.
Yeah.
She's like, this is dumb.
This is how we roll here.
Chris. What have I signed up?
It's all good.
Wait, okay, no, we'll just go back to normal. We'll go back to normal.
Oh, yeah, that's normal.
Just for a while.
Oh, I can see my bed. Remember, Kev, back in the day.
Oh, your mic cut out.
Remember back in the day, because I
felt like that was an interesting story.
I know. I was like, what?
Oh. Remember my bed, Kev?
Hey, Kev, remember?
No,
hey, Kev, remember in high school?
I really signed up for.
I don't remember.
No, because we started this podcast during the pandemic.
Oh, nice.
Then back then, I lived in downtown Toronto with Raheel. Remember Raheel?
Yes.
Raheel Sheikh.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we had this like shitty old house in Toronto, and then like my room was like my living room and everything.
Right.
So I'd film with Zoom shows, and like my bed's like right here and stuff.
Hilarious. But
yeah, welcome to the show, Crystal Ferrier. This is
Hey, thank you.
Superstar comedian, therapist.
Yes.
And also roast battler, and also Kev. I don't know if you know this. She is an author.
An author.
Yes.
Nice.
You would actually like her stuff, Kev, because Kev has 2 young children, and Frankie is his daughter. She is what, 4?
4, yeah.
4 years old. Can she read? No.
4 years old. Unless she's like a super genius child or something.
Yeah. So Crystal, tell us when did you get started doing stand-up? Because I was telling Kev, I think we started at the same time, right? Like 2008.
No? It was like 15 years ago for me. I think I started before you, Ernie. I feel like I was like a few years in and then I met you. Yeah,
because I think I met you like 2000. Yeah, because I started in 2008, but I didn't hang out with anybody until like 2011. So I think I met you 2011.
Maybe then. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
So you started like 07?
Yeah.
Ish? Okay. Oh yeah, so I was telling Kev, so last night you had your roast battle.
Yes.
And Kev, she was like the star, and she had, yeah, she was like the star, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, you know what I mean? It's like you see like your friend from like high school, you're like, she made it, she made it.
Aww, Ernie.
She was on the big screen, and then she had the speech, and then she made me cry.
You didn't cry. You were laughing at
I
me.
cried. No, I was crying.
No, you didn't.
I was
Did
crying.
you? Oh.
No, because Kev, she had this big viewing party for her. Was that your premiere on TV?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it was like on CTV, big deal. I don't care. I don't know if you've seen this on like commercials. Like I've seen these because I watch like the Blue Jays and stuff, and it's on like every commercial, like Roast Battle Canada, you know.
Yeah.
So, like it's a huge deal for us Canadian comics.
Yes.
And so Crystal's episode aired yesterday, and so she had this viewing party, and then I was like, oh man, like I don't think I could do it. I don't think, you know what I mean. Like I don't think I'd be like I could. I barely have like a birthday party for myself.
Stop! You totally could. You should.
No.
I asked him, Crystal, why he hasn't been on there yet.
Yeah.
You don't know what?
On Roast Battle. But you were saying that you don't know if you could handle it, just like me. Like I don't know if I could. I'd probably shut down immediately after the first round.
Well, no, the thing for me, like, well, first of all, they didn't ask me. So. Second of all, if they had asked me, I said, no way.
No time. I got no time for that.
I'm busy.
I have to make my bed.
My bed's falling apart here. No, because it's like I think Jackie was saying this. Jackie Perico, who was on the episode also last night. I think she was saying that you get to pick your roast battler, right?
Yeah, so like they do offer, so it's kind of weird for me because I got kind of pulled in last minute. So for Jackie, yeah, I'm sure that she got to maybe pick who she wants to roast. Ultimately, the producers are going to pair you on what they feel is best for TV.
Yeah.
But for myself, because I kind of got in last minute, so I literally got in, I had 7 days, I think, and everyone else had, I think, 3 to 4 weeks to write jokes.
7 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
7 days. Norm had 7 days as well. Like we were together last minute.
Oh, okay.
And so I just found out it was him, and I was so happy because we go way back, you know? So, but generally, yes, I believe that they show you like a whole list of roasters, and they also get you to pick if you'd like, or you could just be like, put me with whoever.
Oh, okay. But you didn't get to pick.
No, I didn't even know. I didn't know who I was battling. And then I saw the list and it was me and Norm. I was like, okay, perfect.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then did you guys like talk to each other beforehand? Is this like wrestling? You guys like, is it fake?
No, okay. So I know there's some battlers that kind of rehearse their things together, wrote together. We didn't. We did speak and talk about kind of like, Norm was like, oh, Crystal, like, can I talk about this? And can I talk? I'm like, guy, make fun of my kids. I don't care. talk about anything, like my husband, my kids. I don't care.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, I feel bad. Like you're like, I respect you so much. And I'm like, I respect you so much, and that's why I'm going to kill you. I
don't respect you, Norm.
It's who I love. I roast who I love. That's how I show my love. Ask my husband.
Right.
So this is true, but yeah, we write our jokes, right? We're supposed to write 7 jokes, and then, like the little beginning montage, they're like 3 to 4 mini kind of jokes.
Yeah.
And then you send it in, and the producers in the writing room basically approve the jokes or not, send it back to you. And then that's it. You're on a script.
Wow.
But there's some off-script stuff too, like when I made fun of his hair, because obviously I didn't know he was going to do his hair like that.
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah. So you can kind of go off book, but then you go back to your script for your jokes.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty interesting because I remember they filmed this during the pandemic.
Yes, it was in October last year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because a bunch of people that I was talking to that were doing it, they're like, it's like a weird, like what time was your, like what time
in the
were you
middle
on
of the
stage?
day
Yeah.
in Burlington. It's beautiful theater, random. And yeah, the audience is there and they know what they're doing. Like, hopefully they knew what they were there for. It seemed like it, at least
Yeah.
first couple. And then there's like, somebody to hype up the crowd and tell them when to clap. It was very like really awkward for a comedian who's used to just stand up and winging it.
Right.
Where, sometimes they would stop you and they'd say, okay, do it again. Or, the audience didn't get the reaction that they wanted to. And they'd tell them, oh, clap again or laugh again and stop us. So it's definitely like TV recorded. So it doesn't feel natural.
Yeah.
But it looked beautiful on TV.
It looks, yeah.
Once
it
it's
looks
all put together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
after editing it looks like flawless. But I can imagine, because we do a bunch of these roast shows, like live, and I just love how it's so like authentic and like off the cuff.
Oh
and,
yes.
like, you know what I mean? But like I can imagine where like you let's say you did that line because and you made fun of like Big Norm's like pigtails.
Yeah.
Or something, right? And then like imagine they said, okay, let's do that line again, and you're like,
Right.
It won't feel as authentic.
No,
right?
Exactly. But you know what? In a way, it's parallel because us as comedians, we do a lot of the same jokes, right? Like we keep our material and we keep working at it. So it's not that bad because like there's jokes that we've done for a long time that, Ernie, we hate jokes. We're like, okay.
I never repeat jokes, Crystal.
Oh, right. You're right. You do a new set every time.
All fresh.
First of all, I thought you had bunk beds. I don't know. that just hit me. You have one bed.
My brother's over here.
Okay.
Wake up.
Okay, perfect.
It's 5:30.
Because I remember the first time you did that joke and then you've never done that joke again.
That was a one time. I filmed it.
It's a one-time thing, and but yeah, like you repeat things, right?
Yeah,
so I mean, as a comedian, you should be okay with that. It's weird to be in front of cameras and all these important people.
Yeah. I'd be so nervous.
Oh yeah,
like
I was
doing that.
nervous.
Yeah, especially filming it during the pandemic, because like you're not as on stage, not as much.
Exactly, you're rusty. Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely. But I couldn't wait because of that. Because I was rusty. I was like, oh, like I need this. So I was so happy to just be in front of an audience, regardless of what show it was. I was like, oh, thank you.
So how many episodes are you on?
I just got the one because I was last minute. I was really grateful, but we'll see what happens maybe in the next season.
Especially because spoiler alert, you won.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time, man. I talked to Norm this morning too, so we're good.
Oh yeah, he's good.
The debrief after, make sure everything's all good.
Yeah. I mean, we were always good, we're cool. Like he came up with you as well, right, Ernie? Like he's been doing it as long as we all have.
Yeah, I think he started like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool because Kev, do you know who Big Norm is, right?
I know of him. Like I see him on I see his comedy as well.
Because Crystal, because back in the day we had no like Filipino representation on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Big Norm, he was on the show called Much Music's VJ Search.
Yes.
Remember this?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
So I remember I was watching it, and then I was like, "Oh, there's a Filipino guy," and then so a bunch of us. Kev, were you with us? Like back in the high school, we were like, we're downtown at this pool hall on Front Street, and then we're like, yo, that's Big Norm.
Hilarious.
Right? Yeah. He's like the same. You know what I mean? Like same like swagger and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then he was on his cell phone. We're like, whoa, where'd you get that?
Okay, you're killing me.
He's so cool.
Oh my God, he has a pager. Wow.
Is that a flip phone? Is that a flip phone? God damn.
Oh my God, he has a razor. I love it.
Those are super thin. That's the thinnest phone out there. Is that a clear net?
Oh my God. Stop it.
No. Is that a color phone? Anyways.
Oh my God.
No. So we were like, oh my God, Big Norm, right? And then so we're all so nervous that like we didn't talk to him.
Aw.
But then like a few years later, he messages me because I guess he Googled like Filipino comedians or something. Yeah. He's like, hey man, I just want to know how do you get started. I'm like, Big Norm.
Love it.
So I have to play it off like, oh yeah, you just gotta hustle it out,
Full circle. It's come full circle now.
Right? Oh man, that's too funny. I love
But
that.
Big
Crystal, on those roast battles, like there's never anyone that's gone that you may know of that's gone past the point where it's actually offended the other comedian.
I'm sure people are offended. I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is, right? But we also have to remember, like, we came to do that. It's not a random show that, it's just like somebody making fun of you. But we came to roast, and I mean, I'm the type of comedian, it doesn't really offend me. I have thicker skin because, like, I had an older brother. Like, all those jokes that Norm made, he's made about me, like, all my life, So for me, it was like, nah, whatever. But I'm sure some people that are not used to it maybe would be like, oh my gosh, I mean, some of this stuff is cutthroat. It's cutthroat, right? But I think the funniest roast jokes are the ones that are sort of true, and people we're self-aware, I think, for the most part, so we can laugh at ourselves too, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this before, but I was like, when I got to the party, because Crystal, you didn't rent it out, right? Did you rent it out? The bar?
No, like, they don't do. I found this random spot, honestly, and he doesn't do anything on a Monday night, so he was like, yeah, just come, bring your friends. I'm like, really? Like, it's okay? Like, we can just kind of use the restaurant? He's like, yeah, just come. So honestly, I didn't even know what to expect, because I'm like, like, is he gonna leave half of the restaurant for random people? Are they gonna be watching this? But it ended up being just all of us taking over the place.
Yeah, because I remember I asked, because like there's a lot of people there, and like people are dressed up, right? Like you were wearing you guys were dressed up. I'm like, I was wearing shorts. I was like, oh, gross. Like all sweaty.
Like, I don't. Who cares?
It was like a fancy bar. It was like a fancy bar, and then and then I remember I was asking you. I was like, "Are all these your friends?" You're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, she better be winning. She better be winning.
Can you imagine I lost? That's hilarious. Thanks for coming, guys.
I was like, because I'm like, it's a roast battle. Because like because basically, Kev, after the roast battle, they have like the three judges, and then they vote. Who was the winner, and then Crystal won like all three votes, and then I was like, imagine like I had a party, and then I lost. You know what I mean?
You have to do like a losing speech.
Right. Yeah. But we knew it, right? It was recorded before. We knew it, so I knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you guys just did. We're not allowed to talk about it, right? So I knew it, and if I lost, that would have been hilarious. I still would have done it. I don't care. That's a huge credit. Like, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
I think it would fit my brand if I lost.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah,
I just pulled
like,
I pulled like a Fred Van Fleet kind of thing. You didn't get drafted? No. Maybe next time, man.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Oh man.
I almost spoiled it too, because like our other friend Cedric Newman, who's on what was it called? Amazing Race Canada?
Amazing Race Canada, yeah.
So he's there with his son, competing, right? And then so it's airing right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but the whole time I'm talking to him about it. I'm like, did you win? Tell me.
Did he tell you? No.
No, he didn't. I didn't ask him. I didn't want to put him in that position. It was like, even though I'm pretty sure Cedric would be like, buddy, I killed it. You want a shot? I won. So
exactly.
I won a lot of money.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, even Lenny was at the premiere party that he did for Amazing Race, and his son was there, and Lenny was asking his son, because I guess they win like a Silverado or like this big fancy truck. And Lenny's like, so did you drive a Silverado to get here?
Yeah.
Oh man, too funny.
Lenny's the best.
Yeah.
No, but Kev, Crystal had this great speech, and then I
was gonna ask about the speech.
It made me cry because Crystal, I don't know if you know that my dad recently passed away.
Yes.
And in May, and then your speech like touched me.
Aww.
I was like, oh my God, you're right. Because I'm like, you're right. You're totally right. You want to say what you said? Or
No, I mean, you're hilarious, Ernie. So I have a clip of it. No, I'm kidding.
we don't have producers, but roll it. My brother, he's still awake. Get up.
Too funny. So on the episode as well is a comedian named Nick Nemiroff, and he passed away suddenly a few weeks ago. And I was really in shock because although we weren't friends per se, I started working with Nick over the pandemic on Zoom. And I remember the first time I saw him, I was blown away. And honestly, Ernie, he reminds me of you, your style, like the slow delivery and then like the kick from the other end where you don't expect it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, who's this guy? This guy's amazing. And then when I heard he was on my episode, I was like, okay, you know what? We always downplay ourselves in Canada, you know, as comedians. We're like, yeah, I did this. Yeah, it's no big deal, you know. But I looked at it like he's not here to watch himself. You know, like his parents are probably watching that so emotional and they have that memory of him. But he's not here to celebrate that win. And I'm like, well, you know what, God, I am going to celebrate this win and every win going forward because this is a big deal, you know, and life is short. Like, hey, it could be me, it could be you. I know like our parents are older and our parents have passed, but Nick was like so young, you know?
Yeah. It
makes you think like, damn, if I go tomorrow, did I celebrate all the things that I worked so hard to accomplish?
Right.
But yeah, that was nice. You didn't cry, Ernie. What happened?
I wasn't
as good.
Oh yeah. Oh, cry now?
Yes, cry now. A little bit. Put a tear.
Crystal, no. Did you get emotional during your speech?
Oh God, of course I did. I'm the worst. Like honestly, especially if I'm drinking, I'm that like crying drunk. I'm like, I love you guys. Like that's me. So I was drinking and yes, I was definitely emotional because like I lost my dad too, you know, a while ago, but my dad was my biggest supporter. Like in grade 8, I used to
really?
I used to do speech competitions and like I won in my school and then my provincial, like I used to go all over the place doing speeches. And my dad would always be in the back of the room, like bawling his face off. Yeah. And he'd hear the same speech over and over because I'd be performing the same thing wherever I'd go. And every time he would be bawling his face off. And he never got to see me actually do comedy. But I always feel like he is in the back of the room every time I do a show, and it's the same jokes, unlike Ernie, because Ernie's a genius, you know, but I can do the same jokes and my dad is in the back bawling his face off. So I'm like, man, he would be so proud to see me on TV, you know?
Of course.
I wasn't there for the speech, but I did listen to your It Was All a Dream.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Your outro, I could feel the emotion. Yes, you were so happy. It was a big moment for you. So yes. I can imagine the emotion last night.
Yeah, man, it was so much love in the room, and the energy was just, the vibe was so nice that I really was grateful for that moment, and I was so happy that Nick inspired me to do that. You know.
Yeah. I think because when you were in tears, then I was like, oh no. Yeah. I'm like, oh, we should be celebrating every little perceived victory, you know?
Yes, exactly.
And I didn't want to cry twice. I actually cried last week on this podcast.
Aww.
Yo, Crystal, we had this. You're our second guest, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So because you invited me to the party.
Yes.
On Sunday. And I was like, oh, you know what? We need a guest for Tuesday.
Crystal,
I was like, who else can I ask? You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta ask my friends first. So I asked Crystal to join us. And so last week our first guest was a psychic and life coach. Do you remember Jill Knight?
Yes.
So Jill Knight's husband.
Oh.
Do you remember that guy?
Okay.
Jim?
I don't know him, no.
But he was always with her at shows.
Yes, but I didn't know that he was a life coach and a psychic.
Yeah, so we would always see him, right? Remember at what's it called? Can you make
The
him?
Brampton shows. Can you make him laugh? Yeah.
Yeah, those are the shows I'm that I think that he was always at. The
Okay.
Enfield Fox.
Yes.
At Enfield Fox, he was always there, and then so we'd always just like hey, what's up, whatever,
Yeah.
like small talk, right? But then it was until a few years later that we're doing a show downtown that I don't know, for some reason he started talking to me that he was like, oh, I'm a psychic and I see ghosts and stuff like that.
Whoa! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then last week he messaged me. He's like, oh, something about my dad. He's
Really?
like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, your dad finally gets you. And I was like, what?
So wait. This is before he was even on the podcast. He just sent you saying this. Okay.
Yeah. So then I was like, because no, he's always asked me to be a guest.
Okay.
But like, it wasn't in the budget.
Got it.
Like, cause Zoom, you're only allowed 2 participants, so that's why we cheaped out.
I feel you.
Right, but now we upgraded.
Premium.
Yes. Fancy. I see the headboard. Yeah, very nice. Good. It's not just a mattress.
Fancy headboard. Yeah. It's above the floor. Look, see.
Yeah. No.
Before it was on the ground.
This is big moves.
No, yeah. So then since we upgraded, we're like, hey, we got to take advantage.
Yes.
So now we can have like more than 2 people on the podcast.
Nice.
So he's like, yeah, your dad finally gets you. And then I was like, okay, we got to record right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So then he just opened up about like how, because I was like, where's my dad? And he's like, oh, he's sitting at like your.
Stop.
He's sitting at your mom's like kitchen and stuff.
Oh.
And then he was like, oh, he finally gets how much like I love doing this.
Okay, now you're gonna make me cry.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. So check it out. So I'm promoting the show to you.
Hilarious.
Because like because it was like this, and then he just dropped this bombshell like right off the top, like 5 minutes in, and then I'm like bawling, and I'm like pressing mute because I'm like
You're like snot coming down your face.
Yeah. I'm like pressing the mute and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I'm like I can't cry twice.
Yeah. No, I get it.
2 times in a row. But
yeah. Then you'd be pressured to cry like every time, and then this would be like the crying podcast or something.
Yeah, that should be the thing now.
It could be a niche. It could.
Yeah.
It could be.
Can you? Yeah. Well, that's my new show. Make Ernie cry.
Make Ernie cry. Make Ernie cry.
Oh, Crystal, I was telling Kev about how like roast battles, like because even now, like when people ask me to do like roast battles and like on a real show, like at a live show. I mean, sorry,
right.
At a live show, like a comedy bar or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, can you do my birthday show?" And then I'm like, oh no, I'm busy, right? Because I don't like this because well I did your roast battle show,
my birthday,
your roast
right?
show,
like my 30th or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was like 2013 or something.
Yeah, no, like 9 years ago. What was it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember that night because it was like by the airport.
Yeah.
Right. And then,
yes.
At the View. Yes. Yeah. And then so what happened was, so basically we go on stage, each have a turn. Yeah. And then so we roast everybody. So we roast Crystal. It's her birthday, and then the whole panel.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like all the comics and stuff, right? So I did my jokes, but like I don't think I even made fun of people. I just said I think I was just doing my jokes.
Yeah, I think you were doing like material,
and then I mixed it.
You said something really nice about me. You didn't even roast me. I don't.
Yeah. Because I'm like I don't want to. You know what I mean?
You didn't.
I don't like to do that. I'm a nice guy, right? So then but the rest of the people of the guys they went in. Right? But for Crystal, at least if they make fun of Crystal, she has like the last laugh kind of thing, right?
Right.
You're at the end, you're like, oh, watch this.
Yeah.
You don't.
I'm first. Do you remember this, Crystal? I was first. So I did like my stupid jokes. Yeah. And then everyone's like, oh, this guy's still retarded or something.
Did you do it that way, Ernst? Because you thought maybe you could set the tone and make it like everyone else is going to be nice, just like you?
I thought so.
Yeah.
But no.
No, you thought wrong.
I thought wrong. So then everyone's like making fun of me, and then it sucked because like I had to just sit there. You know, I can't grab the mic. I'm just like,
No. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
He's so
God,
silly.
that was funny.
Oh my gosh.
That was ages ago. You see, we go way back. That's crazy.
I know,
Wow.
too long.
Too long.
Too long. Yeah, that's
Too
why.
long.
That's why I'm like very proud of you, Crystal.
Oh, thank
And,
you.
Yeah, and what you've accomplished with your family
Oh
and
my.
your hats.
But this one? Thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't want to take up too much every time. So if you want to plug something or plug your book.
Yeah, I want to know where you can get this book.
Yeah, so I'm working on a website. Like right now, I hustle my book like literally in the trunk of my car. So like I sell them at shows. I promote on Instagram and things like that, and I literally hand deliver if I can drive there, or I mail it out to people if they're like international or whatever. But yeah, it's called The Crown, and I'm looking to do touring in schools in September. And it's just written to empower kids to dream and really be whatever they want to be. So that's what I'm working on. And then there's a few other things in the books, like maybe there's a season 3 coming of Roast Battle.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't know.
Since maybe it's like for sure they'll call you back because you're like one of the winners.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not supposed to say anything, so
the NDA states that you can't talk about it.
Oh yeah,
maybe,
yeah. But yeah, this is an exciting time, man. I'm just happy to be back and doing shows. And the pandemic was rough for a lot of people, and we lost loved ones and we lost comedy. Right? We literally lost comedy. Like I was like grieving comedy in my art. Like it was, and especially being a mom, it's so difficult because that's my escape, right? Like, you're a dad. Like it's sometimes kids drive you nuts to the point where it's like you need that escape for something. I sound like a horrible mother.
Nope, not at all. No.
You understand? I know. Listen, parents get it.
Me and my wife would be 100% with you on that.
Yeah. So I didn't have my escape, and I stayed home with them, and we did homeschooling, and it was just me all the time. And my husband, he works in Alberta. So when he was over there, then they changed the schedule and made him stay there even longer because of the quarantine times, right? So like he'd be gone for like a month sometimes, and it was just me and no release of comedy until we started the Minority Report, which was John Paul's idea. And we started doing this weekly Zoom show. And that was like, that gave me life. I tell John Paul all the time, because I'm pretty sure, like, listen, as a person of color, we don't talk about depression at all. My mom's like, put some Tiger Balm, you're okay. Like, depressed, what are you like? No, you're fine, But I'm pretty sure I was going through a depression, and I started, obviously eating a lot, and then I turned it into a baking business because I was like, okay, I can't just make donuts and eat them all myself. Because also the Indian in me kicked in and was like, to make money, you're not comedy, right? So I did a lot of that, and I'm still doing that here and there. But yeah, man, it's after the pandemic, it just really flipped my my vision. I think I just have a vision right now. So the hustle is on like high right now.
Yeah, that's great. I want it to be like that. I want to come out of the pandemic, be like, oh man, I have this new business and like I do this. And they're like, what?
You got out of the pandemic. That's the most important.
Yes. Okay. You're right.
Because there's so many people that didn't, right?
Yes.
And you got out and you're looking at you, you're doing your thing. Got rid of the bunk bed of a headboard. Like, who are you? Like, I
have an above ground bed.
Right? Like, who do you think you are? I saw your face in pictures. I was like, oh, are you still a comedian? Do you have a real job now? Like,
he's an accountant. He's an accountant now.
Right? Come on, Ernie. Are you lying?
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of you, Ernie. I'm proud to know you for this long. And like, this industry is cutthroat, man. You don't have a lot of day ones because people are, jealous, and people are like, oh, how'd you get that? Or, like you come up and then sometimes you split. But Ernie's a dude that's been around forever. That's why I called you to come, watch my premiere, because you are definitely a day one, and I appreciate you, and I'm excited to watch.
Okay. The streak
Here
is
we
over.
go. Okay.
Yes, I did it.
Crystal won on the first
This
episode of
streak is
Make Ernie Cry. Crystal Ferrier is the winner
streak is over.
again.
The streak is over. I'm crying.
Oh, God.
2-1. 2-1.
Oh.
It's a new record. It's a new record.
I lost 10 pounds in tears.
Oh my God, I should cry. I should start crying right now. You can lose weight in tears. Wow.
Oh my God.
It counts. It counts.
It's water weight.
I hope these tears are coming from my legs. Oh,
Oh my God.
they're bulging right
Hilarious. Too funny. Yeah, man. I'm excited for you guys. I love this. Good for you.
We appreciate you, Crystal.
now. Yeah, well, thank you, Crystal. Thank you for
No
taking time
problem.
out.
Of
What are you doing
course.
tonight?
I'm just resting, dude. I did not sleep all night. Like I'm on this high that I cannot. Like I feel like I'm like Kanye or something. I'm losing my mind. I can't
really?
think straight, and I cannot sleep, and I'm just like writing and just thinking of ways to push my hustle further. That's
Oh,
it.
that's great.
I
Yeah.
can't stop. It's not great because I need to sleep, because then I still I had to wake up to take my kids to camp this morning. So I still, oh man, it's hard right now.
Red Bull.
Yes,
Yes.
Red Bull is
Red Bull.
good. But I guess this is what it is, right? Living the dream. What can
That's
you
it.
do?
Yeah, so you're doing what you love. That's fine.
Yeah. So tonight I'm just gonna rest because yesterday was a big night and it took a lot, out of me. And so I just wanna just chill and just be laid back today.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us again.
No
Crystal
problem.
Ferrier.
Thank you.
Yeah, follow her at Ms. Ferrier. Is it Ferrier or Ferrier?
It's Ferrier, but you know what? People call me all types of things. People call me Ferrera.
Ferrero.
I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, Ferrero, Ferrier. Ferrier sounds fancy though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
I
It's
like
quite
Ms.
fancy.
Ferrier.
Yeah, because Ferrier rhymes with Harrier, so like I just like Ferrier is nice.
Ferrier.
I like Ferrier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ms. Ferrier.
Yeah, it's posh, right? I like it.
I'd want that name.
Yeah.
Ernie Ferrier. Yeah, like Mr. Ferrier, table for one again. Your corner seat is
awaits you.
and but they face me. I'm just facing the corner,
Facing the wall. Oh my
Facing-
gosh.
So where's the window?
Oh my gosh. That's
Mr.
too funny.
Ferrier is complaining. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll let you go, Crystal.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
It's good to meet you, Crystal.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too, Kevin. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Crystal.
We'll see ya.
See ya.
What a lovely, lovely, lovely chat.
Oh, that was. I'm like, how do I kick her out?
No, I think because remember last week
I stopped it.
You stopped it, and then I think you just wait. I think they just leave.
No. Well,
Or you got to kick them out?
I kicked her out. just in case it's like awkward because like I don't think she knows that we continue this.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to be like, can you go?
Oh, here we go again with this.
All right, breakfast television here.
All right.
Well, that was fun, Kev.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know, our second guest. you know?
Yeah.
So
We'll see about the third. We're not sure, but we'll try.
yeah.
If
All
not,
right.
you get us two on a ski
Mhm.
lift.
Or, no, this is our kitchen.
Oh, in the kitchen. Sorry.
This is our kitchen pantry. Oh no, the pantry is something else, right? The
No,
pantry's like a
pantry's like a
cupboard?
closet. Yeah, like a cupboard. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like this thing, this ledge,
Countertop?
countertop. Yeah, that's what.
Breakfast
what
bar?
meant.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
meant. All right. Well,
Well,
I think. Oh my god! It's like we are way over time now.
oh, that's fine.
But yeah. So thank you guys for listening or watching on YouTube. Please watch us on YouTube,
Yeah.
and
click the
or if not,
like.
if you want to listen to it on the podcast, it's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And we'll see you guys again next week.
Toodles.